Tekken 7 is going to be the last Tekken focused on the Mishima storyline. Apparently, that's what we're led to believe by the developers of Tekken. And what I what I'm trying to figure out is that really the best thing? Because I know everybody wants some spotlight on their characters, which I wouldn't mind that at all. Because by all means, the Mishimas have taken up way too much cinematic time as it is right now. Like it wasn't so bad in games like Tekken 4 or 5 or hell even the PS1 games, but like Tekken 6 was just like, ooh, Mishima, here's Lars, Kazuya, Jin, Heihachi. Oh my god. Anyway, that's exactly what Tekken 6 was like, and it seemed like Tekken 7 is really putting a hard on for Kazuya in this game, so apparently he's going to be the main protagonist, is what they're leading us to believe. And what I think they should do, like, they probably will make another Tekken game. There probably will be a Tekken 8, hell, a Tekken Tag 3 after that, maybe. They're probably going to make a Tekken 8, 9, and Tag 3, but is that what we want? Do we want like more new characters and more returning characters and the Mishimas to just be out of the picture? I don't think that's something that everybody wants. But I will say this. I will say a more interesting proposal to me would be a reboot. They didn't have to say it's the last Mishima story. They could just say they're rebooting the franchise and just taking a different turn. Like the Mishimas could be somebody completely unrelated to the protagonist in the story, and they could just be like one of the powers that's really great in the story of the rebooted Tekken. Hell, maybe not even, that. Maybe they're not even like a big part. Maybe there's not a big part. Maybe it's like, more like, kind of like, Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma, or Blaze Blue Continuum Shift, whichever one it was, where it had divided up the story by a lot of people, because Ragna, he's the main protagonist in Blaze Blue, but I mean, so many characters has so much development behind them that you don't even really remember him. Sort of like MK is the same way. Like Liu Kang, yeah, you play with him like twice in MK9, but the thing is even though he's supposed to be like the main guy, or Raiden's the main guy, everybody else gets so much spotlight that you don't even remember that, which that's fine until the end of the game. If it could be like Blaze Blue or Mortal Kombat, that would be fine by me. I would love to see the story re-explained, or even if they do the same story again and tweak a couple of things. Like I was messing with this idea that if they rebooted the series, put characters from different Tekken games at different points in time. Like, if they're going to reboot the game and start it from the ground up, if Kazuya would be the protagonist, or if Kazuya was in the game in general, then his rival would be Feng Wei, and Feng Wei would be the one to toss him into a volcano this time instead of Heihachi, and Heihachi is actually, I don't know, Jinpachi status or whatever, And Armor King is the original king, and King is like, his sidekick, or like his person that he promoted to be with him in wrestling, or they're brothers. And Armor King, I'm sorry, I told that completely wrong. My original idea was Armor King would be the younger brother because he wanted to copy off the name King. So that's why his name is so unoriginal, because you get it. His bigger brother is King, and King dies, and he will be Armor King, But that's just something I've been messing around with in my head. It's my own fan fiction. I can't really make them go anywhere. And, if Huarong and Beck were brothers, I would like that much more. If there would be a time skip, there would be another 18-year time skip, but, most of the characters wouldn't fucking die. I mean, or go missing, shall I say. But that's just my fanfic. What do you guys think? Do you think that Tekken should be rebooted? Do you think it should just continue on with the story that's been ingrained into the series since day one? And, just forget about Jin, Kazuya, Lars, and Heihachi. It hurts putting Lars in that group, but continue on without those characters and just be about somebody else in general, because honestly, I think that would be fine, but the characters would have to be in the game, I guess. Kind of like Heihachi was in Tekken 5, but story wise, he's not in Tekken 5, something like that. Or even just, like I said, just reboot the series. Like, what do you guys think? A reboot sounds interesting, don't you think? I mean, to me, Tekken 2 is one of the most mysterious Tekken games because there's so much that happened between Tekken 2 and 3 that happened in Tekken 2. And people, I think, underrate that because Bruce was a good character. He went to a survival training camp. Okay, you guys don't know this, but his plane crashed, supposedly. So did they fake that? Did he survive the plane crash? What happened with that? Kunimitsu, there's still no story on her. June, we know June raised Jin. But Michelle just doesn't join the tournament because of what? She wants to live a peaceful life. That I just don't. I can't. It doesn't sit well with me. What else? Yeah, Alex, did he die? Roger, we know what happened when Roger is kind of lame. P-Jack, he could have been a Jack that operated on himself. P-Jack could have been in every game and been the original P-Jack. Ganryu, no reason for him to not be in 3. I'm trying to think of other characters that just could have been in the game, but there's a lot of mystery and confusion surrounding Tekken 2, and I just would like, some clarification on it. I would like some clarification, and I like a reboot just to see, how certain characters will stack up. Like, let that idea sink in your heads for a minute. Different characters from different timelines in the Tekken series just making different appearances in the game in the reboot. Like Hwoarang being in Tekken 1 with Beck, or Armor King being in like the sequel to the rebooted series, and all sorts of shit. Jin and Kazuya being twin brothers, and fucking Xiaoyu and Jun being friends, and they both fucking Jin and Kazuya. I don't know, guys. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment, and you can subscribe if you want. It doesn't really matter to me. I just like the discussion. I don't get paid for this shit. I will catch you guys later. Probably going to submit another video. I got 3 days off. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to post a video of me getting my ass whooped by Raiden on MKX. You might see me talking about another game. Who knows? Peace, everybody.